All right, so let's do data fundamentals and talk about what is data. Kind of take a step back and review what is data. All right, so data, oops, sorry about that. Get rid of that one. What is data? It's a collection, definition, but collection of objects, records, cases, instances, and their attributes, features, variables, and variables. All right. So examples, a person object with attributes like height, weight, income, etc. All right. So why is this important? Because everything in data mining builds on data as objects described by attributes, right? This is a foundation. You can't design algorithms that interpret or compare data meaningfully. So, um, because data mining builds on data as objects described by attributes. All right. So that's what is data? Collection of objects. So I mean, think about it in a tabular form. Where you have rows and columns. You have those objects and their features. All right. So that is what is data. So let's talk about types of attributes. Bring it down here, and we'll talk about um, types of attributes. Actually, go ahead and make it bigger. Types of attributes. All right, so we have nominal, we have ordinal, we have interval, we have ratio, we have discrete versus continuous, we have asymmetric. So those are our types of attributes. I spelled asymmetric wrong. How is it spelled? A, is there another M in here? Asymmetric? Yeah. Okay. So nominal is like categories, like eye color, zip code, etc. For categories. Ordinal. Ordinal is where order matters. So rankings, right? Right. Interval, interval data, differences are meaningful. Meaning, not meaningless, meaningful. No true zero. So think like Celsius temperature. Okay, and then we have ratio. Ratios are meaningful. Meaningful. There's a true zero. Kelvin, length, counts, right? You can have zero here. Discrete versus continuous, finite, countable versus real. Real. Okay, and only presence matters for asymmetric. Only presence matters. Shopping carts, shopping carts, text. Okay, so those are our types of attributes. And then we will answer, why is this important? Oops. Why is this important? We'll get rid of that one. Why is this important? Choosing the wrong operations for attribute values. For attribute values or after attribute types produces nonsense. Correct attribute handling is critical for valid results. So we have to know. We have to know what kind of data we're dealing with. So, kind of beginning with that end in mind and, focusing on what kind of data we have is very important. All right, so that is their types of attributes. All right, now we'll go to characteristics of data. Characteristics of data. Dimensionality. How many dimensions are there? Number of attributes. Okay, so high dimensionality leads to the curse of dimensionality. Okay, so that's dimensionality. Then we have sparsity. Only presence counts. Only presence counts. This is for like text or market baskets. All right. So that's sparsity. Resolution. Patterns depend on the scale of measurement. All right. And then we have size. Affects the feasibility. The feasibility of analysis. All right. And then we'll answer, why is this important? Why is this important? Why is this important? Zoom in a little bit more. Why is this important? These properties affect algorithm choice and efficiency. For example, clustering methods that work in low dimensions may fail completely in high dimensional sparse data. All right. So knowing the characteristics of the data is very important. Again, this is kind of beginning with the end in mind. So we can just get rid. So there is the characteristics of data. So in this video, we went over what is data, the types of attributes of data, and the characteristics of data. And in the next video, we'll go over the types of data sets.